So, welcome back to Rimshots with Sean. He needs to take a drink. You go ahead and take a drink while I finish the intro.
I was actually looking at all my drinks are empty, but I'm going to drink this
That's
drink.
quite all right. So we're with Tyler Daniels, and I like to spend some time in this segment. So you guys are going to Memphis. So you were part of the what was it? Atlantic was Atlantic
The
Canada Blues to Memphis.
Yeah, it was like the International Blues Challenge to Memphis. So it was the Atlantic side of things, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys didn't win, but no sour grapes. You're going to go down there on your own dime and try to get some intel and try to figure out what's what and come back with a lot more knowledge. So just talk about that and how that's taking shape.
Yeah. So definitely no losing to John Hines and those guys were like, yeah, okay, yep, figured. But no. Going down there just to check out the International Blues Challenge, go see John compete, and Joe Murphy, who also won the band category. We're just gonna go down there and play some open mics, and maybe get a couple gigs. Obviously, we can't work down there without the visa there, so it'll be an expensive trip. But it's we're going to. I can't remember any of the bars that we're going to. Off the top of my head in Memphis, but we're going down to Mississippi for a day. We're going to go to the Crossroads, and we're going to go to Morgan Freeman's Cafe while we're down there too. So, and
Graceland?
Graceland,
yeah. Actually, it's interesting. I'm interviewing later on tonight. I'm interviewing a band from Memphis that is a band called Every Mother's Nightmare that would have been one of the hair metal bands of the day. And the scene down there, from what I understand, is amazing.
Yeah, I've been checking out everything, and it seems awesome. Like, this is like probably the most excited I've been for a trip in ever.
So,
and I've been
to
Florida to Disney, but yeah.
There you go. When are you heading down?
We're going from the 24th to the 7th of February.
Okay, so that's coming up really, really soon.
Yeah.
You mentioned you work, so obviously they were good about giving you some time off to do that. You didn't have to quit a job to go there, did you?
No, not yet. No, they were like, well, you only got 6 vacation days, so you'll have to take the rest unpaid. I'm like, all right, doing it.
A real big trip.
You only live once.
Yeah, right. And you know what? And that's a good point, because I mean, you go down there, you'll have the time of your life, and and maybe stuff happens, man. Maybe you make the right contacts and connections.
Yeah, you never know.
That's what separates the men and women from the boys and the girls, are the ones that actually want to take that step, right?
Yeah, and exactly. Like, I'm only 26 years old, and I just got to go for it, man. Like, if I don't go for it now, I'm gonna regret it, right? So,
well, yeah, but I will tell you, the first phase of my music career ended at 26, because that's when grunge hit. And I moved to Toronto, and I had a good run up there, but unfortunately, you can only stay ahead of that movement for so long. So, but hey, I'm back, and there we go. So, you got your album coming out.
Yep.
And that's coming out when?
That'll be out the same day as the album release party at the Carlton on January 20th. So, the January 20th, it'll be out. Yeah.
How many songs do you guys have on that?
We got 11 that we recorded in 2 days. With Mark Howard there. He produced for Katie Lang and Bob Dylan and stuff like that. Rather, he recorded them, but he's getting into the producing stuff for the last little bit there. So, and he was amazing to work with. He's one of the big cats, right?
So, was that your first experience with like a formal recording?
Well, I recorded an album with my old. So I was in that thrash metal band, and then right after I was in a stoner thrash metal band called Red Usurper, and I recorded drums for that. So that was my first recording experience. But we didn't really have. It was like a new guy. He goes, "Hey, I just bought all this equipment. I'll record you for free if you show me how to use it." And we're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So, but yes, formal recording. Like, this is the guy. I went from that to Mark Howard.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, the process of recording is very sterile sometimes and boring. But there's nothing quite like hearing the playback of yourself playing when you think you're doing an amazing take, and you hear it and you go like, what the heck? What I just heard and what I'm hearing now are not two different things. Did you experience any of that when you're in the studio?
I have been lucky to know that when I'm bad and go, all right, no, let's stop. Let's not waste this take. And yeah, I can already tell that I sound like shit. So yeah, I was we were lucky for that. But then yeah, when it was going good, it was good. And yeah, no, there was only actually, if anything, Jesse had the opposite experience. He thought that he sounded bad, and then when we listened to it back, he sounded great. So yeah,
It's funny. The music hit because I mean I did a track there. I recorded it with Chris Potty, who Potty's a wicked country drummer,
yep,
and I tend to like to practice stuff before I go in so that everything's quick in one take. It probably takes longer to get the sound set, but it's not that I'm so great. It's just that I'm prepared. I did one fill and I thought I flubbed it, and I listened to it on the playback and I was still like, yeah. And he's like, no, 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 no. And I was like, okay, if you're fine with it and you're another drummer, I'm fine with it. So
yeah,
people just need to realize that recording sometimes is not all the fun and games that people think it might be.
yeah. No, it was, and our album was recorded live off the floor too. So like, it was like we had to be tight. And he's like, "There's no click, so but I'll let you know if you're going off." It's like, oh god. And then yeah, obviously a little bit of overdubbing where there was only three of us, so we had to add bass and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, and and free forming is the best, and if you get good timing, then you can do it. And some guys just can't. And there's different ways to record and stuff. I was in a band years ago. We made the mistake of recording a ballad with no click. And we had to dub backups after the fact, and you couldn't do it because there was no
no,
click track. We could never
no,
play the
no.
song live, and we didn't have the vocal firepower to cover it. So we're running up. We're running out of time here. But what I do want to do, so January 20th, you're at the Carlton. That's the same day that your album's coming out. Where is everybody going to find you guys? Where are they going to be able to get your tunes? Where are they going to be able to see you?
Yeah, so the we'll be selling some copies of the album in CDs at the Carlton, and obviously afterwards. Right now, we got a single out called "Good Vibes," which is the title track of the album, and we also have "New Year's," but that was released under Mr. Justin Mackey, who did the album with us, where he was the main writer of the song, and it's a collaborative album. But those tunes are out right now. We are going to be on Q104 this coming Monday, and we're going to be releasing three more songs that haven't been heard yet. So that'll be, yeah, you guys have to check that out too. And yeah,
Fantastic.
YouTube,
Thanks for
Spotify.
doing this, my friend. Long overdue. And I'll do my best to get out to Carlton. I do believe I'm off that night. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Bring
Yeah.
friends.